Hello and welcome to your Pisces North Node transmission. In this channeling, we are going to be activating the most integrated and expansive intention of the North Node in Pisces. Ishalama doela dianima onima dianima. Ishanimo doela maeni moyana. Dishini moyanima. My name's Chloe. I work with card divination, astrology, and I channel multi-dimensional energies through my body. This is Quantum Vibe Tarot, and welcome. As I said, we're going to be drawing in the most integrated and expansive intention for the North Node in Pisces. Right, I pulled a couple of soul cards before sitting down here, and the first one that came out was this quite phenomenal image. It reminds me of the Uberos, the snake that eats its own tail. And the North Node and the South Node, I will be doing a separate Virgo transmission, are called the head and the tail of the dragon. And what came before the dragon was the snake. Throughout the world, our obsession around snakes and the transformative nature, the danger, and also the wisdom. And this Pisces is the last zodiac sign. It's non-linear. It's the all within the one. It is the great collective consciousness, all the drops in the ocean. And this feels like such a beautiful, elegant connection back to source that is inherently linked into our awareness of self. The other card we have here is again the sense of the meeting of that greater energy that is always within us. The balance of the yin and the yang within ourselves, understanding the polarity and nature of the universe that leads to a greater calm of how we manifest from a space of miracles. That Pisces energy, as I said, non-linear, fluky, miracle energy. This North Node is calling on us to trust in Source, to dissolve our fears, and to believe without trying to control what's going on. That's linked into the Virgo South Node. That the less we're in resistance, the more that we are in this state of flow and union, the less we're in conflict with what's going on in our lives, the more Source can come in and create beyond our finite, materialistic, rational expectations of how things are going to turn out. We have Saturn in Scorpio, inheritance. This has actually turned up, I think, in all of the transmissions that I've done so far, right? That deep-rooted, fixed water inheritance of us being able to be at peace being in the maze and finding the wisdom, the joy, the synchronicities, the love there, and building our strong fortress from that place of calm, that place of structure, that place of integrity that Saturn brings in. So we have a crystal card here, right? Reach for the stars and there you will find a vision. That kind of just sums up what I was saying in terms of we got to get a bit delusional in the best possible way without expectations or assumptions about how anything's going to turn out. That really clears our energy in our energy field, that allows us to dream big, dream in this more magical reality without the falling in back into the pit if it might not turn up in the way that you're expecting or when you're expecting. I've certainly been experiencing that the more that I dissolve my fears in my physical and emotional body, Virgo and Pisces, and go about my day, go about my life, that Source will come in and show me that that has been dissolved and that I didn't even need to worry about it, right? And will then trump me in anything my imagination could possibly bring to the table in terms of the next unfolding. So this is a real trust fall that we're all doing. I am the gold, I am the blue, I am the many colors. What I give to you is the knowledge that you are also all these colors. Close your eyes, I am here for you. My colors will give you a vision. Ride these currents of life, very appropriate with the ocean energy of Pisces. We're here to surf on these waves. That some of them are going to be big, some are going to be small, but to be in that kind of ease and then moving with it rather than hitting it and resisting it. Ride these currents of life. Reach for the stars. Take my hands and I will show you a vision. Be prepared for what I'm about to show you. And this is really, this card is just singing to me in terms of that very grounded, I know we're not doing Virgo right now, but that very grounded, deep knowing within us of the cycles, of the connection to source, of the elevation of our evolutionary consciousness, right? That we understand we are the one, but we are the one within the all. And that allows for a greater web of connectivity, right? As I said, that kind of possibilities and experiences to come from a connection that we just don't see. Labradorite heals by taking the attention away from the physical problems, right? That's the control, that's the worry, that's the fear. They still exist, but Labradorite can lift you above them, and in doing so, certain problems can just disappear. It's exactly what we're talking about. Look at the colors of Labradorite and request healing. Labradorite can stimulate an excitement, a zest for life. It can rekindle all those things you've wanted to do. It can also reveal dormant creativity. So it can lead you into pursuits, and always there will be a vision. It will come to you, a thought, a feeling. Reach for the skies. And that's our inheritance, right? That's our deep-rooted inheritance, that we are safe, we are secure, we are loved unconditionally. We do not have to prove that. And that is one of the biggest things that we as a species are trying to overcome, that level of shame. Yeah, we got resolution, old timelines collapsing, insights, higher self-embodiment, expression. We are now dolphins dancing in the ocean. We have that flow state, that ease, that play that dolphins have. Admittedly, there are some things that dolphins do that you're like, okay. But that higher consciousness of all the water is singing to us, all the water in our body is singing of these miracles, of this non-linear possibility. It's drawing on the memory that's always within us. It's always within us that knows this magic. Magic is just science we haven't figured out yet. The pink dolphin, shut up. Celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart. I feel like they're like, hey, look, we doubled down on this. This is legit. Right, where's this book? We've got the sulfur energy. I'm just going to read the buzzwords from that. Evaporation, up and out, both and, right? That sort of, we don't have to exclude things based on our previous observations of reality. And again, it's going back into that vision, that dream of going beyond the limitations of the individual by connecting to the collective. So this represents one stage of the three-part process of symbolizing the unity of the soul, and that the uniting of the soul is sulfur, body is salt, and the mind is mercury. So this is the uniting of the soul. This is amazing. It's very therapeutic properties. It soothes and it sinks, literally. To understand soul for us to embrace the both and mentality, right? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If something's kind of winking at you, but you're like, oh, that doesn't seem real, right? This is where we're open to this connection to the soul. Your soul may be connecting to you in various strange and unusual methods, right? And these are the jigsaw pieces. I felt very cool to talk about soul retrieval. Let it go, release the past, forgive, soften, move forward. So again, that soul retrieval, silky, come out of hiding, embrace who you really are. This is all the Healing Waters Oracle, all the decks in the description box, because we're obviously dealing with Pisces. At the moment, Neptune, North Node, and Venus are all conjunct one another. So we've got big Venusian energies coming through. Oh, hi, Pluto. We've got the underworld, right? This is what the riches that are being unearthed, that have been hidden from us, right? That have been blocked by us. They're always part. Always put a piece of amethyst, which is linked into Pisces, of being able to see clearly that which has been hidden, right? Again, going back to the soul retrieval. Crown chakra. That kind of bigger perspective with the underworld as well. And again, it's going back to that state of openness of what's going on in your life, right? Even if it may be a difficult situation, when we step out of conflict with it and we step into unconditional love and a flow state, we're going to get a lot of wisdom and a lot of revelation. So crown chakra, the frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. I felt cool for the next one. Synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions, and the other one, but it's underneath all of those, that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Welcome to the cosmic reality. I used to call it the magical reality, right? Well, you know, when you get all those synchronicities all the time and it's just blowing your mind, right? Where everything feels very in flow and in alignment. I used to call it the magical reality, but that kind of gives the impression that it's a bit of an illusion, right? You know, sort of the magician's trick. You know, like the Wizard of Oz, you know, Dorothy's going off to see, is it the wizard? Oh, I can't remember the name, but it's basically just some old dude behind behind a curtain. That we're coming to a deeper understanding around that it is not some trick. It is the cosmic reality. And as we're talking about sort of the old man behind the curtain, we've got the Akashic records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives. Freedom. And again, this is reclaiming our knowledge from many, many lifetimes, right? That this is real. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north node, right? So this can be a little support for those of you who may struggle bringing out your magic, bringing out your awareness of the multidimensional energies of the universe, of past life energy, soul energy, galactic council, all that kind of stuff, where this North Node is giving us the space to, with grace, move into this. Bridget, inner strength, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Now, I'm recording this just after Imbolc, which is a cross-quarter fire festival, which is the first sort of, it's the midpoint between the Capricorn solstice and the Aries equinox. And this is part of the biggest cycles of the earth, and it's the first one that we've had since the nodes have changed signs. So this is really powerful that Bridget, who's very much about the fire within you, the I, right? The one that is within the all of the ocean. That through this awareness of source showing up, right, that feels very comforting, that we're being supported, that we're not alone, that allows the inner strength within us to get stronger and stronger. And so we've got quite a theme here around the frequency that's coming in with this transmission that's going to help us integrate at the most expansive intention of this North Node, is to really allow ourselves the peace and the comfort to step into this vulnerability of, as I said, the multidimensional sphere, the synchronicities, the magic, the astral projection, whatever that looks like for you, that you may have pulled back from sharing that with perhaps your bigger social group, perhaps how you apply that to the way that you work and the way that you understand your nature. We keep falling back into the old denser frequencies and the denser matrices. We've got a lot of energy coming through that's going to give us the strength within ourselves to be able to walk our path, our unique path. With this, with source. Hi the Empress. Hi Venus. She's here with us. And that it's leading to the fertility of the 3D world, feeling good about your 3D incarnation, this sense of creativity, and just abundant nature. Who's winking at me? The seed. Now the seed, if you think about the acorn was always going to turn into that oak tree. Right? So it's this, even it's the last zodiac and it's the collective. It's about, the snake eating its own tail, understands that everything is connected, time's all happening at once. The seeds that we are planting, one at this time, to evolve into this awareness of, we're seeing rise in studies about psychic abilities, about intuition. It's becoming more mainstream and more real. And so the seeds that we plant on an individual level, they already know they're going to be the tree that they are in the future, which means we can let go of the fear of the next steps we need to take. With this North Node in Pisces, it's not about pushing where there's resistance. It's about softening and being in that flow and not trying to control the future, control where we are now with the expectations of the future. This is really calling for some deep, empathetic compassion, awareness of the now, and why we may have been blocked from that in the past and how we cultivate it here. Ishana, Dishani Moyana, Dishani, Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. The seeds that we're planting now, your individual steps for your own goals, are serving humanity, because the more you become comfortable with the awareness of how every single thing seems to be entwined and related and in alignment, the good, the bad, the beautiful and the ugly, the more we're less in conflict, the more we're open to these possibilities, the more it's serving, uplifting humanity. Take break from small hell you've designed for yourself, right? That's the denser matrix. That's the denser matrix. And it's, look at this image. They've got rainbow wings on. It's the rainbow ray of the unification of the chakra body. It's allowing us just enjoy the ride right now. Just enjoy that flow state. And more and more and more and more will start coming. The Holy Grail. Inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. I'm just going to hold that up for longer. So this North Node in Pisces, there are going to be 4 retrogrades in Aries that go back into Pisces. Neptune is going to be moving into Aries this year. It's going to go back into Pisces again. At the moment, we're in this sense of faith. Jupiter rules Pisces. This is an elevation of our faith, our deep knowing, right? Without needing to have the details and the rational understanding of it. And Neptune's going to move into Aries, which is the I am. And we are training right now for the power of the I am, that Bridget energy, that inner strength of creating our own reality. But we're accessing this divine universal love. Yana. Holy amethyst. I brought quite a lot of my amethyst out today because of Pisces. Divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. On that love, on the big ideas. Tap into the emotions of them. You don't have to know the details of it. And then you will be naturally in your alchemical state, through your instincts and your intuition, as you unfold, these desires will appear. These desires will come towards you without the control, without the fear. Don't go into something focusing on the problem. Diana, soul purpose. Act on your soul purpose today. Just do it. Just do the things. No expectations, no assumptions, open heart, open connection to source. Purity. You are pure, open spiritual eyes there. Really doubling down on. So I struggle with the word purity because it has a lot of troubling connotations to it. Clarity. Clarity without needing to know the details. This clarity of your vessel. Remember, we've got the crown chakra card. That allows you to be like the fool. Oh, I like this one. Be like the fool and engage with awe and wonder at the pure poetry and motion that Source provides, right? With our interaction with it. It's not about denying your own agency. Sometimes I hear some terrible stories, but the way it unfolds, it's like the perfect tragedy that was ever written. It is poetry in motion, and the more that we step into that kind of all rivers lead to the same ocean vibe of Pisces, right? The sort of the awareness of polarity, right? The empathy of whatever's going on. The less we're in, as I say, that conflict with it, the more it allows us to build for the long term, right? That sense of clarity that comes through, the awareness of the poetry and motion of life, right? This is actually Venus in Virgo, this card. And so the more that we engage in this trust, in this faith, in the dreams, you can tap into the emotions. If you don't know what the Fool. I wondered when I cut the deck if I'd get the Fool. We have baby Ganesh here as the Fool, removing obstacles. And then the World, shut up, this is Saturn, of know thyself and the world will open up to you, right? And then we can embark on that journey of the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the ugly, the awe and the curiosity and the amazement of that poetry emotion that the Fool experiences by going out in the world. We know that, as I say, know thyself and the world will open up to you. Know that you are connected. Know that you are linked into source. And the knock-on effect, this is very Venusian, this is very Empress energy of being able to make the right decisions that serve bringing about abundance, a holistic life, happy work, happy home, right? And all of that, and being confident in this by working with this magic. Galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. So really letting us know that the more that we step into connection with that, the awareness that there are things beyond our comprehension that have the vast capacity of materializing, we've just got to get out of our own way while embodying the awareness of it without trying to control it. Reach out. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is much about the physical act of accepting help where offered, as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented to you. Again, highlighting some of us are very blocked around being able to connect and accept the help from source. I've been working through my own trust issues, but it keeps showing up louder and louder and louder. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy as receiving, so mirroring this, as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. We're going to do some quick healing here to help clear the blocked channels around our ability to receive the unconditional love of source. Watata shinima eta tijani amuyana. Atishit ut. Dialama duenima. Diat Ishani Ishanima wotuela. Dishini, divine masculine. Ishalimo, the frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Itala, dishini motuela. Dialama otuela, diachana matuela. Integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Itufala dianima otue. So it's the bringing in that masculine of being able to accept help, right? Okay, itufala. Not that we got to do all the things ourselves. Itala dishinia. I was a bit telling off. Adishinimo doshinia. Atitinimo dofine. Adishina. Cha. Ot utinima. Ti. Tianima. Otuenema dianima. Peace beyond survival. This card's been coming up a lot. Peacemaker, through inner peace, resolving ancient splits. Dishanima inama dishania. Dufat inama. Dufala dishinima. Heart of ascension, ishile, expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. Doom. Accept nurturing and love and serenity. Ishala modoela dishinima. Itania utush. Diana, dufanami yana madoenia. Yena. Duenima, Otoina, Ishanima, Iti, Dina. We're activating the indigo child now. Inspire, heart, dialogue, action, passion, community. And that kind of really sums up what we're engaging in and bringing in, and the openness and the awareness of it. That it's very natural because it's the indigo child. So it's something that's now going to come very naturally to be able to accept this magic that's going on with Pisces, the connection to source. Ships of light, beam up your vibration, open to star family, to the support of your guides and your team, your spirit team, that's going to show up and manifest in the 3D, and your capacity to bring that into the 3D world. In the cave we are being healed to allow space for the empty room. Now the empty room with the sustainer underneath it, right, of sustaining this energy. The empty room really is about opening up your vessel to source, right? And in that emptiness, in that neutrality, in that void, anything can happen. All creation can happen. Itala dishini moduela dianima dufala dishini. What have we forgotten? We've got the oracle card, right? Of our capacity to divine the clues and the synchronicities, to be in that state of serenity about what is going to unfold, because we'll have some unconscious precognitive understanding that will then facilitate in the 3D world. That allows us to settle and be grounded here. Hilarion, divine healing, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So it's just Hilarion's adding on to the deeper emerald healing of the heart, to lead to the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. I think that's the perfect card to end on. Dishana, Dishana Mooniama, Dishana, Dishana, Dishana Moyalema, Ianaema, Oenima, 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 Oenima. Nama dishini, atum, 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 atanima dishina, anima, 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 Diana, dushanama, etinima, etinima, dishana, dishana modushanima. Dinah Madu Dushinima Hatanima Diana Dishanima. The work that we do this year is going to be profound. I've talked about this a lot on my other channel, all the cards on the table. We're in a year 9. We are the astrology of this year with Neptune, Pluto and Uranus has never been seen in this lifetime, or many lifetimes, if not at all. The shift with this Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node, with all the retrogrades in fire and water, is quite phenomenal, of our reconnection back to source, the expansion of our consciousness, the soul retrieval that you do this year, the soul work you do this year, even if you're like, I've been doing a lot. The work we do this year will skyrocket us as we move forward. The payoff will be worth it, right? We're coming to a deeper knowing we create our own reality and our capacity to create miracles. Ishala dianimo doela di shanima. I hope you enjoyed this transmission, this activation for the most integrated and expansive intention of the North Node in Pisces. If you want a deeper dive on the astrology, go check out my other channel, All the Cards on the Table. I did a lot of content. It's so good. I genuinely, on a personal level, I feel like my reality is dissolving and completely transforming compared to anything I've experienced in my lifetime. After a lifetime of being numb and disconnected. Be good to yourselves, be good to those around you, safe travels, and be well until we meet again.